Sir, we have some doubt actually regarding the last class. Can
Yeah.
we ask the last of the section also right now?
Yeah, you can ask. No problem.
Uh, while going across the restriction tab, right, sir?
Mm, mm,
The restriction tab,
mm,
there was three option was there.
mm,
Three options was there.
mm.
In the actually the one thing, how we will select actually the three options will be there. That we found difficulty in that actually. The
In which one? In
country
restriction tab?
restrictions tab.
Okay, you don't have three
The
options.
rating,
Yeah,
the
rating is one.
rating, the
Mm,
rating.
okay.
Uh, So why we selected in that option drop down button? We have selected one.
Mm.
Okay. In that
See,
actually there
see, you have to
that
decide. You have a specification. You have created some specification. So who
yes sir.
can see that specification? To whom you are allowing? To whom you are not allowing? Who is going to decide? You have to decide, no?
Yes. Yes sir. Yes sir.
So that is why the person who created that specification, he will decide, okay, this is for my customers. So my
Yes.
customers can see this data. So I am going to add customer here, validity area. Let's say I want to allow only the customer from India. So I will go
Okay.
select the validity area category as region. Then I will select here India.
Okay.
So
Okay.
who will
I
decide
understand that
that? The
sir.
person who creates the specification, he will decide. Or maybe
Okay.
his
Okay.
boss, his manager, any of them.
Okay. My question is that actually there is two other options is there right in the
Which one?
description of rating in the description of for rating there
Hmm.
we can select a customer and
Yeah.
under that actually there is two options sir. Can we select that also actually at a
Yeah, you
time?
can add multiple. One, see, now I have
Multiple.
added customer, no? I can go to the
Hmm.
second field, select maybe
Hmm.
internal or official or anybody, press enter.
Hmm.
Now again I have to add a validity area for that official.
Okay, okay, okay.
So rating plus validity area, both you have to select.
Okay. Then again, I can go for the customer. If I want to add for the area for the customer, then I can to set that actually.
Yeah, yeah, one second.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
remove this. Let me remove this. Yeah, what you are saying?
Okay. So there we can add customer internal, right? Actually. So if I want to add after that, I want to add actually customer again. The in region I want to edit. It is possible also by selecting the customer, right, sir?
Yeah, what you want to edit? Already you have put India. Let's say you want to give
Okay.
access to other customers also from other country.
Also.
What you can do,
Okay.
just go here and add one more region. No,
One more region.
no need to add
Okay.
customer again and again. Already you have added
So there is
customer
no
in
need of
rating. It is
customer.
only about the region. So go down and add different regions.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
What about first we selected internal,
Huh.
then later we thought the customer also will be included.
Hmm.
Uh,
Then add
then
in the second row.
okay,
While
but
adding
then
Indian.
somehow the came in when we were practicing.
Hmm.
Then again we tried to add something. Then by mistake
It's
internal
not
came
removed. I
in
don't know.
third row. Then we were trying to remove it. It was not able to remove.
You
We
can
try to
remove,
remove
no?
it.
You can remove it. See, now customer I want to remove. First you have to delete here. First you start from here.
Oh, okay.
Then you go to customer and remove this.
Just a delete only, right?
Yeah. Backspace. You click on backspace, it will get
Backspace
deleted.
on.
Yeah.
Got, got.
Or another option is you can select this option here. Like that also you can do. See, for example, I will add customer again. Okay, and I will add region. And here I will add India, for example. Now if I want to delete this validity area, select this option. Okay, then go down and click on this option called delete row. So now that region will be deleted and you can go upside to the customer and just click on back button. Not very difficult. Okay, clear? Any other doubt?
Okay, sir. We'll try, sir.
And we were trying to access from substance.
You are trying to
Not
access?
unable to. That one, I think. Divesh, can you?
The specification, right? First one we have tried actually. Specification.
1 minute. I think this is stuck. I will open one more session. Just wait.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sometimes it gets stuck like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me again go to CG02BD. Yeah, what you were not able to do?
We
After
tried to
selecting
actually
substance,
After selecting substance?
application part, we were searching, but no any specification was in.
What you were trying to search?
Yes.
Did you enter any name
We
here?
searched like star S, something like that. We try to search.
What was the message you got?
Nothing small.
See,
I think he
sometimes
took a.
sometimes in the
Divesh,
identified
please.
section, there will be something like this. You have to remove all. Sometimes, maybe by mistake, there will be some data left here. You have to remove all that. Now you can go here. You want to search any specification ending with yes, put a star, then add yes, press enter. What did you try?
That means the entire things you have to delete.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. If there is something left out, no, it will combine. It will try to add both and then it will try to search. So again, it will show that as error. It will not happen.
Okay. Try again.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you try. It should come.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We'll do it again.
Okay, so let's continue now. Any other question? Any other doubt?
We will again try, sir. Actually, after that, if any doubt, we will reach you.
Okay, fine. So now let me open some other specification. Yeah. So now we have to see status tab. No, status tab we have not seen. We have seen up to material assignment tab. We have not seen status tab. So what is the status tab? A specification will normally have 3 status. A specification will have 3 status. What are they? First one is called as in process status. Okay, in process. In process means what? It is an English word. What is the meaning of in process?
Might be pending. It's an ongoing.
Ongoing or under construction, or it is in process means currently under process. Right? That is the meaning of in process. So any specification having this status in process means the specification data is not complete. The specification data is not complete and it is still in process. Okay, you have not created all the data in that specification. You are still adding the data. You are still processing the data. So such a specification will have the status in process. Next we have second status called as for release. So for release means For release means you have completed the data, means in all the value assignment types you have added the data. Okay, all the value assignment types is having the data, but it is not yet released. See, you cannot still use that data from the specification. It is not yet released. That specification is completed, specification you have created, no problem, but only thing is they still cannot use that specification data. That kind of a status is called for release. Okay, you may be confused. I will give you one example. Let's say in most of the states they will do some construction. Okay, they will do some construction. For example, it can be what can I say? They will construct a metro station. They will construct a metro station. But do you think as soon as they complete that particular metro station, you can start using that metro station?
No, sir.
Why not? It is completed, no?
The commissioning is still pending.
It is all done. That is done.
We will
Huh?
we will wait for the initial inauguration.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That is the point. It's not only about metro station, it can be a flyover also. Until and unless you don't inaugurate the flyover, you cannot use, public cannot use. Right? So such kind of a situation we call for release. The data is completed in that specification, but still it is not yet available for public. They are waiting for a particular date. Until the date reaches, it will be still in the in process status, or it will be in for release status. So here what I can write? I can write that this specification data is completed, but the specification is not yet released for active usage. Not yet released for active usage. The specification data is completed means they have completed all the data. Wherever they have to fill the data in the specification, they have done. They have completed or they have added the data in all the different value assignment types. But still it is not yet available. They have not yet released for the public use, or any SAP user, if they want to use this data, it is still not available. Okay, that kind of a status is called for release. And when they can use it? Once they change the status from for release to released. So the third status is released. Third status is released. So what about the release status? What can we write for this? So now see, metro station is ready, it is inaugurated also. So public can use that metro station. It is released. So such kind of a situation is also here in this specification management, where the specification data is completed. Specification data is completed and the specification is available for active usage. Means that specification data is completed and now you can use that data in order to generate some MSDS, or in order to create some risk assessment, or any other place. Wherever you want to use that specification, it is now available. So such specification will be having the status released. Okay, any specification will have these three statuses. So why they have given this status tab here? What is the use of that status tab? There is one more thing, if you observe, in status tab also you have rating and validity area. It is only about giving status, means why they have given again this rating and validity area. In restriction tab also we have seen, no? In restriction tab also we have rating and validity area. In status tab also we have rating and validity area. Why they have given in two places?
might be that during the initial stage, it may not be open for the customer or validation. In process area, some maybe can be accessed that data. Maybe it be the reason.
No, it is not like that. See, first you tell me in the restriction tab, who can access which data. Let's say here what I will do is I will add public. Okay, there is a rating called public. I will add that. And then I will go to validity area, select here region. Okay, select here region. And then add the region as region world. Okay, now I am doing this. Now I will save this data. So what happens here? Can you explain what happens now in the restriction tab? The public. So what do you mean by public?
Public can access all over the world.
Anyone, it can be customers, it can be internal employees, or it can be officials, it can be anyone. Whoever has the access to my SAP system, all those people can access what? They can access specification header data, this data. And those people can be from any region, they can be from any country, not only from any particular country. Because I have added a region world, those people can be from any country in the world, and they can access the specification header data. Okay, so that is the meaning of restriction tab. So why they are given again here in the status tab? Now let's imagine here I will add rating as customer. Voice is breaking. Yeah, now. Okay. So see here in the status tab, what I will do now is I will add rating as customer.
Voice is breaking,
and I will add the validity area again region. Okay, and this time I will only select the validity area India.
Yes.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, it's clear.
Next in the status, I am going to assign in process. Okay, so now what happens if I save this here now? What happens now? Hey, is it like that? Where it is like that?
Part will show for customer, they can see the data, and the region India.
Okay, no, it is not like
Indian
that.
region, they cannot see the
I will explain.
data.
Fine. See, when I add here customer as a rating,
The customer will know that the specification is in under still in under process, so
specification
they
header
can't enter the
data
data.
and the property tree data. Okay, no, it is not like that. Okay, the customers from India can see specification header data as well as the property tree data. Because remember, what did I told you in the restriction tab? I told you that anybody having access to my SAP system, they can see only the specification header data. That is what I told you. Did I tell you anything about the property tree data? Did I tell you anything about the MSDS data? So who can see this data? Property tree data or MSDS data? Who can see that? Only those SAP users whom I am adding in the status tab. Only these customers from India will be able to see both specification header data and the property tree data. But what about public? Even customer belongs to public only, no? What about officials? What data they can see? Specification? Which specification data? You mean property tree? Only specification header. Yes. See, okay, how should I tell you? Maybe I will write here. You can make a note, please. You can make a note. I will write here.
Data.
See, public rating means public is equal to customers plus official plus internal. Or it can even be like if you have vendors or suppliers, even they can be added, but we don't have here. But let's say all including we have public. Okay. Now let's imagine in the restriction tab, what I am doing, rating I am putting as public. Okay. And validity area I am putting as India. So what does this mean? What is the meaning of this? Yeah. Specification header data will be visible or will be accessible to public from
specification header will be
India.
accessible
From the
to
region
public
India. That is the
within
meaning.
India.
Yeah. Now let's go to the
Specification header.
status tab. Okay, in status tab what happens? I am going to give the rating as customer. Okay, and validity area I am going to put as India again. Okay, India. So now can you tell me what is the meaning of this? Yeah, Indian customers. So here specification header data.
Specification header plus property
tree data,
both will be
whatever the
accessible
property tree is. It can be MSDS or reach
the
or
mentioned
whatever property tree.
customer as well as
Specification
India,
header
Indian
data and
customers.
property tree data
Yeah, Indian customers.
accessible for customers from the region India. So now what is happening? In the restriction tab I have put public, but in the status tab I am putting only customer. So my customers who are from India, they have access to both my MSDS data as well as specification header data. But all the remaining people, all the other SAP users, they don't have access to property tree. They can only see specification header data. So like that, what I am doing, I am giving access to only a group of SAP users to see both the data, but for the other people, I am saying, boss, you are not allowed here. You can only see the specification header data. Like that, by using the status tab, we can restrict who can see the MSDS data or property tree data and who can see the specification header data. We can again segregate like that. Okay, so remember again, restriction tab will allow, you can write down if you want, very important this is. So in restriction tab, SAP users can only access specification header data. Right? In restriction tab, SAP users can only access specification header data. What about the, what is the other tab? Status tab. What about the status tab? SAP users can access both specification header data and property tree data. Okay, clear? That is the difference between the restriction tab and status tab. Okay, understood? Any doubt here? Please let me know, because this is very important. Clear? Any doubt? Understood, no? So that is your status tab. In this status tab, you are not only assigning the status to the specification, but also what you are doing is you are allowing the SAP users to access property tree data as well as the specification header data. Both the data they can access.
Understood.
That is your status tab. Right? Clear? Okay, now let's move on to the next tab. Anytime if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, don't just keep quiet. Next we go to reference tab. So what is a reference tab? If you observe here, we have a tab called as a reference tab. Right? So what is a reference tab? By the way, before that, you just tell me if I want to maintain some data here in the property tree, how to maintain the data? I want to maintain the data here. How to maintain the data? How to create the data? Yes, that's correct. If you want to maintain the data in the property tree, I have to manually assign the data. For example, I will go to possible hazards. Okay, then I will go to type of substance, double click on that. Now we are here in the type of substance.
Yes.
So if I want to assign some data, I will go here, click on the drop down button, select any option that I want, right? And then click on transfer. Next, go to the second characteristic. Here also click on the drop down button. Okay, here also you can select the data. For example, preparation. And next, what I should do after selecting this data? Save it. So once I click on save, what will happen? Whatever data I have selected, that data will be saved. And if I refresh the property tree, I will get a green tick mark. What is the meaning of this green tick mark?
Save the data.
Yeah. Manually assign data. It means manually we went to the possible hazards, then I went into type of substance, and then I added some data or assigned some data. That is the meaning. But how much time will it take,
There
like
is
going
That
through
means
each
we are
value assignment type, assigning the data,
manually
there are
add
16 sections. In
Yeah.
MSDS alone, there are 16 sections.
Manual.
So how much time it will take to assign all this data? Do you know how much time it is going to take? It will take at least 3-4 hours. Okay, just I am guessing it will take 3-4 hours, or it will take lot of time. Like that, if you want to create 5 or 6 specifications in a single day, can you create? Can you create and assign the data 5-6 specifications in a single day? Is it possible? Even though it may be possible, let's say, okay, you will do a lot of hard work and it is possible, but still, don't you think it is a very time consuming process? Lot of time will be wasted. Yeah, it will take a lot of time. So how to save time
No, not possible.
in such a case? Yeah, we have to use the reference tab. So what happens in a reference tab? It is just like photocopying a
Sure.
document.
Time consuming.
Let's say you have a letter with you, okay? Let's say, I don't know, maybe let's say it's a resignation letter, for example. It is a handwritten. When you take that,
there any
write that
auto
resignation letter
reference?
and you go to your manager, what your manager will tell, he will tell bring 10 such letters or 5 letters like this. And he will tell write 5 times and bring your resignation letter. One I have to give to HR, one to the MD, another to another person. So 5 copies he will ask. So to write one resignation letter, let's say it took half an hour. So to write 5 copies, how much time it will take? 2.5 hours it will take. Do you think you will sit and write? Is it not going to take lot of energy? Will it not take lot of time? Instead, what you can do? Yeah, you can go and make a photocopy.
2.5.
You can go to the Xerox center and you can take 5 copies or 10 or 100 also, no problem. And it will save your 2.5 hours. No need to spend so much time. In 5 minutes, he will give you 5 copies because it's just a photocopy.
Template.
Similarly, even in our specification
Yeah, you can go and make a
no
photo.
need to manually create all the data because it will take a lot of time. So instead of that, what you can do, you can use referencing. So what is the meaning of referencing? Referencing means copying the data from one specification to another specification. Okay, let me write that. Referencing is copying the data. Referencing is copying the data from one specification to another specification. Referencing is copying the data from one specification to another specification. So how to do that? How to copy the data? And why do we have to copy the data? See, if already there is one specification that contains the data you want, then why will you again manually create the data? It is easy, no? You can just go and copy the data. It will save lot of time. It will save lot of your energy. So no need to again create the data again and again. No need of that. If any specification is already having the data that you want, you can just go and copy the data. And to do that, we will be using referencing. Okay. So, for example, see, let's say I want to copy the data into vanilla. Right now, only at one place I have manually assigned the data. I want to copy the data from another specification. So, what to do? From whichever specification I want to copy the data, I have to enter the name of that specification. For example, we have a specification called demo 203. We have a specification demo 203. I want to copy the data from demo 203 into vanilla. So I will enter that specification name, and if I press enter, what will happen? Whatever data we have in demo 203, all the data will be copied to vanilla. Okay. So I have entered the referencing specification from where I want to copy the data, and I can save that data. Once that is done, then whatever data demo 203 is having, that data will get copied. But how to see the data? Which data has been copied? How to check here which data has been copied from demo 203? It is still not showing any indication. Only tick mark we are having here in possible hazards. But we have copied some data from demo 203. So to see the data, to see the referencing data, we have to refresh the property tree once. I have to click here, okay, and I have to refresh the property tree. So now, can you see there is a difference now? Can you see something additionally? Yeah, there is a symbol. There is a symbol which is appearing for first aid measures and firefighting measures. Also, if you go down in physical chemical properties, also I can see there is that same symbol. Again, if I go down, I can see there is same symbol for disposal considerations, transport information, and regulatory information. So what is the meaning of this symbol? It means we, yeah, tell me. From where?
Reference. Reference.
The data is copied.
Yeah. So this
Data
symbol
copied
here
from
is telling me all this data
the
is copied or
record data
referenced
copied from
from demo
Vanilla to
203. So this data we did not create. I did not go and assign. Whatever data was there in demo 203,
demo
that data
20,
came into
34
disposal
to Vanilla.
considerations, transport information, regulatory information, like that. So this original owner of this data is demo 203. Okay, because we are doing referencing, this symbol is telling me the reference data has come from demo 203 into vanilla at these places. So if that is the case, can you tell me why ecological information was not copied? Why toxicological information was not copied? How do you know? How the system knows it is not suitable? Ah, exactly. That is the
That
reason.
data was
That is the
not
reason. It's not that the data is
suitable for
suitable or
this
unsuitable. System
substance.
don't know all that. Its job is only to copy the data and to maintain the data. That's all. You have to decide whether it is suitable or not.
Maybe there is no
suitable, not
data
the
in
system.
particular sections.
Here we don't have that symbol for ecological information and toxicological information because demo 203 is not having the data. That is why. If you go, let's say you take a blank document or a blank paper, white paper, and you take a photocopy of that white paper, what will you get in the photocopy? What was there? Blank. There was no data. That is why even in the photocopy you have just a white paper. That's it. No data, nothing. So in whatever data you have in demo 203,
Whatever the data
that
in the
data will
virtual.
get copied here. Because demo 203 is not having ecological
Blank.
information and toxicological information, here also we do not have. You can go and cross check. Don't take my word for that. You open one more session. Okay. Go to same CG02BD. And now what you do here, open demo 203. I think it is here somewhere. Yeah, see we have demo 203. Double click and open that specification. Okay, now if you come down, you see it has first aid measures because there is some symbol here. So this demo 203 is having first aid measures. It is having firefighting measures. Then come down, it is having physical chemical properties 3. It is having disposal considerations 4, transport information 5 and regulatory information 6. Does this have ecological information? Does demo 203 have toxicological information? No, because we don't have any symbol. If there is a data, some symbol will come. If there is no symbol here, it is understood that data is not present. That data is not available. That is why what happened in our another specification, when we copied the data from demo 203, it did not copy toxicological and ecological because demo 203 is not having the data. But apart from that, it copied disposal considerations, transport information, regulatory information, physical chemical properties, right? Physical chemical properties, firefighting measures and first aid measures. So in simple words, from whichever specification you are copying the data, whatever data it has, only that data will be copied. At any place, if the data is blank or no data, then it will also be blank here. Okay, very simple. So that is called as referencing. Yeah.
So, sir, how we how we will know that
Which other data?
if we want to copy some data, where okay, demo 20203L have this data. In that case,
yeah,
if
you can add here.
some other data
See, you
required,
can copy the data from multiple
but where
specifications.
how we
You
can
see here,
get that?
you can go to the second row. There you can add some other specification which has
whatever
the
for example, toxicological
which data?
data is
Let's
not
say
available.
toxicological data
But
and ecological data.
from somewhere else, from some other.
See, I will do one thing. Let me open some new specification, and there I will add what I will add only toxicological data and ecological data. Then I will show you. I can copy again, possible. Yeah, we can.
Copy again.
So one more doubt, sir. You mentioned like we can take a reference from two specifications, right?
Yeah, we can.
If suppose both has the
Overlap will
someone
not happen.
has as Suresh mentioned, someone has
I will tell you what will
don't have
happen. What error you will
toxicological
get, I
or
will tell you.
ecological data, and other one has that. But apart
Okay,
from
but
that,
overlap,
it has
if
some
it happens,
additional
it will show as an
information
error.
already referenced
It will
from
not
the
copy.
another one, the first one.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
then in
just
that case, it
hold
will
on
be
to that
overlap,
question, I
right?
will tell you. But before
Overlap
that,
will not
let me
happen.
open one more specification.
I will tell you what will happen.
And in this specification, what I'll do is, I will add some data. Okay, I will manually add some data. So for example, ecological data was not there. No, it was not there in demo 202. So I will open this and I will maintain some data. Just example sake, no need to fill everything. Just for example, some data you can add. Species. Okay, let's say this data, then I will go to second one or maybe third one. Okay, and I will add some data here. Manually I am assigning the data, don't forget. How I am adding data here? I am manually assigning the data. Okay, let me add data here in species. Some data you can add, no need to worry about that. Now save this data. So what I have done, in ecological information, manually I have added some data, right? You agree with me? I have manually added some data or assigned the data in this specification. Ecological information I have added. Similarly, I will go to disposal consideration, and here also I will add. Did I tell you disposal consideration or toxicological? I think toxicological, right? Let me go to toxicological information and I will maintain some data here also. For example, let's say no data, anything, any data is fine. And species also I am going to add. Okay, I added some data for toxicological information. Now I will save this data. Okay, I have saved the data. Now let's say this toxicological information and ecological information I want to copy from 1923. So what should I do now? I want to copy this data into my vanilla specification. So how to copy? Now I have to go to that specification vanilla. Okay. See, we already have that specification vanilla. I will go to this specification vanilla, and from where I want to copy the data? Toxicological and ecological. From which specification? From 1923. From this specification. Okay. So enter that specification name, press enter, and save the data. Now what do you think? The data will come here?
That we agree.
1923.
Refresh the property tree.
From
Now
19.
Toxicological information has also copied. Ecological information has also copied. From where? From specification 1923. Okay. Like that it will copy the data. So you can copy the data, or you can reference the data from multiple specifications. Not necessary that only from one you can copy. You can copy from multiple specifications. Is it clear so far? Understood? Is it clear? Yeah, now imagine, coming back to your question, what will happen if there is some data already present in 1923? See, we have copied, let me show you, we have copied physical chemical properties, right? We have copied this data from demo 203.
Yes.
So what will happen if 1923 specification is also having this data? Will it copy? Will it duplicate or not? Let's check that. So for that I will delete this for 1 minute. Let me just remove this. Okay. And I will go to 1923 specification. And I will maintain some physical chemical properties. And let's see what will happen. Okay, I will add some data here, state of matter. Okay, and I will add, let's say, density. And then I will add color. Okay, just for example's sake. Let's say I will add color also. Let's say red. Yeah, so now we have added 3 data. In the physical chemical properties, I have added color, I have added state of matter and density. So let me save this for now. Okay, so here I am getting the manual value assignment symbol because I have manually assigned the data. Okay, now these are the 3 data we have in the 1923 specification. What is that? We have physical chemical properties, toxicological information and ecological information. So what will happen now when I try to copy the data from here, or if I try to reference the data into my vanilla specification? Now you can hear me? Okay, see now what I am saying, in our 1923 specification, we have toxicological data, ecological data and physical chemical properties. What will happen if I try to copy this data
Could you
into
please
my
come
vanilla
again, because audio and video both are
Will it copy or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what will happen to physical chemical properties? Okay, fine. Let's go and check out. Practically, we'll see what will happen. Okay, so already we are
maybe
copying some
only
data
section
from
11
demo
and 12 will
203.
be.
Now I will also try to copy the data from 1923.
It's already
So
existed in the
1923
existing
and press
reference,
enter.
right?
Yeah. Can you see what message I'm getting? Yeah. What is the meaning of that? Why?
The reference specification collision. Use another reference.
Yeah, what is the meaning of that?
We can't
Yes.
take this
So the
1 and 2,
common
3 as
data
reference. We
between
need to
demo
choose another one.
203 and 1923 is
Why?
physical chemical properties.
Because there is
See,
a collision
demo
happened between
203 is
the
also
sections.
having physical
The
chemical properties
demo
data.
203L
is also
already
having the
has
physical
some of
chemical
the
properties data.
sections which is
Because they are having
existed same in
common
the
data,
1
we
and 2.
cannot copy same data
Yes.
from 2
So the
specifications.
common data.
on a single chair, how many people can sit? One person. If you also want to occupy that chair, you have to sit on top of him. Right? You cannot occupy. You have to go and sit on his lap. Or on a single track of train, railway track, only one train can run at a time. If there are two trains running in opposite directions, what will happen? That will result into collision. Same thing is happening here. Demo 203 is also having physical chemical properties. 1923 is also having physical chemical properties. So which one it will select? It cannot copy from both. It has to copy either from Demo 203 or from 1923. So it will choose from Demo 203. It will not copy from 1923. Not only physical chemical properties, you cannot even copy toxicological information as well as ecological information. Even that data will not come. Okay, let me show you again. Fine. Let me just delete this. Okay, so now see, I will just refresh this here. Yeah, so now see, we don't have even toxicological information and ecological information. I will go to the other screen and I will show you in our 1923 specification, we have toxicological data, ecological data and physical chemical properties. But because physical chemical properties is also present in Demo 203, we cannot copy any data from 1923. Not even toxicological information, not even ecological information. Because there is a data collision. You cannot copy both. That is not possible. Because already we are copying physical chemical properties from Demo 203. Did you understand now? What is the problem here? Okay, now what will happen if I delete physical chemical properties in this 1923? Let's say I added, but now I will delete it. So I can go to that state of matter. I can select that row and then click on delete. Okay, deleted. Next, go to the density. Select whatever data you have assigned. Delete. Again, go to color. Select that row, color, delete. Okay, I deleted all the physical chemical properties. Now save the data. So that data is gone now. We don't have any physical chemical properties. Can I copy now from 1923? Okay, let's go back and check. I have to go to the vanilla specification. Now again I will put 1923 specification, press enter. See, this time no error, no data collision.
Yes.
Because now I have removed the physical chemical properties
let's go back
from
and check.
1923. Now 1923 is having only ecological data and toxicological data. So it will accept, because there is no data collision. Demo 203 is not having toxicological data and ecological data. The data is coming only from 1923. So this time it will work. Save the data and now you can click on refresh. So see here, physical chemical properties also already we have. Now we have toxicological information and ecological information. So like that, you can copy the data from multiple specifications provided they are not duplicate data. There should be no overlapping of data. If there is an overlap, you cannot copy. It is not possible. Okay, guys, understood? Any doubt in this? Yeah.
Yes.
So I understand. Even though I have a small query regarding that actually. So this is the value added that In that under that actually there is characteristics actually. So under if I have let the specification is let consider X, in that actually the possible hazard is three. In that some characteristics will be there. So let it take it as Y.
No,
So
you
in
cannot.
another
If
specification,
already manually assigned data is available in
in
possible
the same
hazards,
category
you
3,
cannot copy the
there
data.
is we
Even
have
though
not
characteristics may be
selected the
different, no problem.
section Y. We have
Characteristic data may be
taken
different,
some
but
another
still you cannot
characteristics.
copy the data because
So
already it is having manual data.
can we merge right
If
now
the
actually because
glass,
different characteristics are there.
if a water
It
glass
is
is already
only
full, can you add more water into that? Because already there is water. How can you add again some other water into that? Not possible. It will overflow. So similarly here also, if already possible hazards manually you have created, how can you again copy the data? You may say, I want to add, I want to combine. No, that is also not possible. You cannot combine. It will create a conflict. So you cannot combine. But see, my question is, okay, let me ask one question to you. We are copying data from 1923 and we are copying the data from demo 203. Now here, by looking at this, can you tell me which data has come from which specification?
okay, sir.
These first aid measures and firefighting measures, from which specification they have come? How to tell that? Where? No. How you want to uncheck?
Please move
Okay, let me uncheck.
So if
to the
we
function.
uncheck
Okay, I
on
have unchecked
the
1923.
reference, maybe we
Okay, I will
can
save
find
the
out.
data.
Where?
Okay, now you
Here
are
in
saying like that we
reference
can
tab,
do.
beside the identifier, if we uncheck, we can maybe here we
See,
can find out.
still it has ecological data, toxicological data.
How?
These two are coming from 1923, no? See, it is still showing